Hello, welcome back to yet another video of me unfolding my thoughts while I fold my laundry. How has everyone been? If you want, you can comment down and let me know. If you don't, it's fine. But for the most part, I don't know if there's been a lot on my mind. Um, it's been the same real. It's been the same thoughts. I think there's not been like a transitional thought or like a very life changing thought in my mind. It's just the same loop, I think. um but yeah, like I think I'm looking forward to doing exciting things, so excited for that. um uh Lately it's been really busy at work. Grateful for it. But yeah, it's just something that I don't know. I want to transition now. Like I'm tired. I'm tired of being on the operational front of hospitality. Like I'm done. I think I'm at a stage in my life where I want to do more. I want to do some things for myself, for my family, and like there's so much more that I want to achieve. And I just feel that yes, operations is great, but it also like kind of hinders me from taking the path that I want to take. So yeah, but I'm surviving that. I'll get to it. I know I'm on the right track, so I'll eventually get where I want to be. It's gonna take some time, but it's fine. Uh, I've been listening to this. So I've of course seen him on the internet. This podcast, Indian podcaster, if that's what we call, Raj Shamani. I think he's very famous. He's one of the best whatever podcasters out there, and I think the thing with me is that I will not listen to every random podcast. I am one of those who actually buy the clout, and I'm not ashamed of it. I like to listen to people like I'm really interested in, like celebrities and all of that, because I like I said, I fall prey. No, I I fall prey to the clout, if that makes sense. I don't know, but whatever. So yeah, I like to listen to like I've been listening to his podcast, so it's not like I've heard all of them, but I've heard like his episode with Sunita Williams that went viral recently. I think I listened to Vicky Kaushal's. I've seen Diljit Dosanjh's. Um, I don't know who else have I seen. Yeah, like I think these are the people I've seen. I might have seen here and there some of them, but I don't recall seeing anyone else at the moment. But yeah, those are the people I saw, and like I said, I'm I'm not the kind of a person who will listen to like every random podcast out there. I just like to listen to um like random people who I know of and would like to know them better or something like that. By the way, this is one of my favorite jackets or tops or whatever. And I swear to God, I am not the person made for whites, but I become like lately, like every time I wear white or like something light colored, I become so extra careful with it. I don't know how, but I have managed to, like, you see this little stain, it's on the sleeve, and trust me, if I wear it you won't even notice, but now it's kind of bothering me. Tried using Vanish or like every possible thing, like the Tide pen and everything. I think it's permanent. I feel sad. It's okay. um but yeah, coming back, like I have been listening to his podcast. I think is in my opinion, his questions are nice. I won't lie. Like, I like how he like frames the conversation. I think, like, I remember listening to this another podcaster. Um, I'm not famous, so I can take names. That guy who got into that controversy last year. What was his name? I can see his face in front of my eyes, but I'm forgetting his name. Ranveer Alhabadia. Yeah. So I remember, like, I think he was, I think, the number one in India back in the day. And I think the formats of both these guys, Raj Shamani and Ranveer, are like pretty much the same. But I think after that guy got into that controversy or whatever scandal that was, and then I don't know, I haven't seen him after that, but I do remember seeing some of his episodes back in the day, meaning last year. And I think what I really felt was that he got quality guests on his show, but to compare, if I had to compare, I liked listening. And I thought that like, because Ranveer had such a big following at that time. I don't know what is the current situation, whatever. I don't know if he still has or whatever. But I think, like, at that point of time, when, like I said, I'm somebody who falls prey to the clout and who falls prey to the, you know, to everything that goes viral and all of that. And again, I'm not ashamed of it. So I remember uh, seeing some of his episodes, and what I really found, I mean, he got, like I said, he got really good guests to his podcasts, but it felt like he was listening to, he wasn't listening, he wasn't even hearing. It was like, I don't know what he was doing. It was like he was sitting there just to ask questions. Like, I I don't know. It just came across very fake. So at that time, like, what I thought was that, this Raj Mani, he's just like a copier, and like he was just copying things and da 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 yada yada yada. Okay. Cut to now, I see his podcast and I like it. Like, I don't know. I've not seen the best ones out there, of course. I can't. I'm not the kind of a person who would only do with audio. Like, I can't. There, like, I know there are a lot of people who are really good with um who get to audios, who get like the audio podcasts, and like they listen to it while they're at the gym or like traveling or whatever. No, I need the video. So yeah, like, I listened to this Raj Mani once anyway, and I like the quality of questions he asks. Again, like I said, I don't know. I'm sure there are many better ones, and a lot of y'all would argue that, yeah, he's not the best, and he's this, he's that, whatever. For me, I am not somebody who listens to podcasts on a regular basis, I'm not an active consumer of this area. But I mean, I like what he does. It's fine. So yeah. Uh apart from that, yeah, so I heard his recent podcast with Sunita Williams, and she said this one thing that was so cool. So of course she's been to space, and of course she's such an inspiration. But I remember, like, in her podcast with this guy, she said something like, people are nice. And she says something. I don't, of course, I can't quote because I saw it like a little while ago, like a week or two ago. But I did listen to it, and she said something along the lines like, people are very nice, and in general, like, we tend to forget that our kindness, and we kind of let it, like, all the negativity get to us. And it kind of made so much sense to me. Like, people are nice in general. We're a nice species in general. Again, like we care for each other. Like, she gave this very random example. She said that, once when she was stuck in space, and like when she came back, so there were a bunch of people who were like telling her that, "Oh my god, we were really scared for you, and we were praying for you, and this and that." And that, like, people she did not even know, like, where they came from, what was their nationality, what were their names, blah blah blah. But just the fact that they took out the time to, come and tell her that, we were worried about you, was very nice. And I do 100% believe that, yeah, that's amazing. Like, I mean, in general, I'm sure, like, of course, she's a big personality out there in the world, and she'll get the fame and everything. But in general, we're like, I completely agree when she says we're a good species. We forget in between of all of the things that go on in our lives, that at the end of the day we care for each other. um so apart from that, I've been trying to work on my posture a little. So uh I have a habit of, like, keeping my shoulders like this, like, up on top all the time, or like as if like I'm alarmed all the time. So it's like always like this, and like sitting like this. And I think that's a general problem with all of us. And I kind of like discussed it with my one of the instructors at my gym. And I told her, like, whenever we she makes us do like some arm raises, or like exercises that involve the arms or something. I don't know, I take uh, all the stress over here, and I constantly have some pain over here. And this is not the age I would want some pain. Like constant pain. I don't want to feel old. Okay. So so I told her. So she told me, she's very big on posture and everything. So she told me this little exercise, and I think I've been very conscious for the past 1 week about it now. So she told me, every time you feel that you have a very thing, like you're very tightened up, just do this. Not like, I don't think I'm still doing it the right way, but she said that, take your shoulders and then do something like that. It doesn't like come across nice on the camera, because it's looking like, yeah, I'm standing like this. No, it's like just straightening up your back, and like this part of your body, kind of. And I've been trying to do that. Like, I've been catching myself, like I'll be sitting or like just standing, and I would, do this, stand like this, and then suddenly I'll be like, no, no, no. So I try to do, and every time I do this, I don't know, like I feel like I've kept a load down. Like, I've kind of like kept something very heavy down. And yeah, it feels so much lighter. So, like, I mean, try it if you want, if you think you also do it. Again, I am no coach. I myself is learning. But yeah, it's been working for me. I mean, I don't know if it will work for you, but if you think you want to try it, give it a try. It's a nice way. um so with the same instructor, I've also been exploring how to like increase my like, I've generally been a very flexible person. In general, I am, my body has been flexible because I grew up learning. My mom, she enrolled me in Bharatnatyam classes when I was very young. And then she also took me swimming. And like, so growing up, I was actively involved in um, some or the other co-curricular activity, like, because the school that I went to was very big on it, and I'm really glad. I might not have been the best at everything, but yes, the idea was to experience everything. So I'm really good at swimming. I know quite a few strokes, or I would say most of the strokes. I am a trained Bharatnatyam dancer. Like, I have my own Visharad and all in it. So if I want, I can start my dance classes as well. Uh, I was a part of the school choir. I think growing up, I wanted to do everything. Like, you name it, and I was like, okay, this also, that also. Like, not like everything, but like, yeah, I wanted to try everything, and even till date, like, I feel that I'm some. But again, I think my everything is within my comfort zones. Also, sometimes it's out of my comfort zones also, but most of the times I find it within that only. But yeah, like, I like to describe myself as jack of all trades, master of some. I don't know what that sum includes, so let's say none. I mean, I'm sure I should be a master of something. I don't know of what, but yeah, like, I like to try things. One thing that I'm not experimental with is food. I think I I'm a picky eater, and I do not deny that. I'm not somebody who's very adventurous with food. Like, I like my Indian food. My taste buds are very Indian. Max I can experiment is Chinese or Asian food. That too, again, very basic Asian food, like khao sue's or like ramen, um maybe yeah, sushis, and like, again, very very. I love Thai food. I love that, what do you call that, what's that Indonesian thing, yeah? um the fried rice that comes with the chicken skewers, and the prawn crackers. I'm forgetting the name, but it's like an Indonesian. It's the you. I think most of you all have understood what I'm talking about, but it's the Indonesian dish. I'll now need to Google what I'm talking about because it's now stuck in my mind. Uh, Hold up, I'm putting my laundry in also so that I can create some space. What is that dish called? Yeah, uh, it's it's such an iconic dish because it's like out there on every restaurant menu in India. One, two, three. Did I lose a sock? Four. I think I lost a sock. I'll have to see. Okay, we'll see. I really can't remember the name of that dish. Let me Google, man, because my mind will go crazy. Hold up. It's my phone's under a. I'll have to Google because I'll lose my mind. What is the name of the Indonesian dish that comes with chicken skewers, prawn crackers, and fried rice? Nasi goreng. Yes, nasi goreng. um, but yeah, I love a good nasi goreng. Um, I I like pad krapao. I don't know why I'm telling you all this, but as everyone by now should know, that this is just me chit chatting and letting my thoughts flow. There is no sense to it. I do not want to edit this. I want it to be like this because I like how raw this sounds. But regardless, sometimes I listen to it and I'm like, this is i- grammatically incorrect. But I don't care. What I care for is, um, what I really care for is that I think it comes off nice. I think I would personally like to watch something as raw as this, and so I make it. But regardless, coming back. So yeah, with food I'm not very experimental. I think I have to start being, but becoming a little maybe like experimental, but I don't know. Maximum, like I said, I go far as like Asian. I do like the basic Mexican, like a burrito bowl, tacos, um what do you call it, quesadillas. But I'm not a cheese person. So Italian, again, I am okay with it. I mean, again, not a big fan, but wouldn't mind if I get like a pasta or something like that. I wouldn't mind. What else? Oh, I think I should take my words back and not say that I'm not experimental with food, because I think I've been giving it a good try. I did a little while ago, like I think a month or two ago, I did try the basic Mediterranean food. It's not like I've never had it. I mean, shawarmas and all of that are like, don't don't call me out. But yeah, I mean, I've not, again, not, I'm not big on them, but yeah, I do like shawarmas, because I think it kind of like resonates with the concept of a roll, everything in one. Like, it's very compact food item, and I really like that, because I like things that are compact and easy to handle, not like I have to do a lot of no, no. Compact food items are nice. But yeah, so I do like shawarmas. The falafel thing is good as well. Uh, but the thing is that, all these cuisines that I'm talking about, like Mexican, Italian, and what else? I found my sock. I found my sock. Wait, huh? 1 minute. Huh? Let me put it with the other sock. I was certain I will find it. I just had to wait. It was somewhere hidden. But yeah, coming back, like I think, no, yeah, as I was saying, like I like these cuisines, and it's not like I wouldn't try them at all. But if you ask me, like if I would go, like there's people who, if you ask them, so what do you want to get for dinner? They'll be like, yeah, let's get some Italian, let's get some pasta, let's get some. Me is simple, dal, roti, rice. I'm that kind of person. That kind of a person. What is wrong with me? But yeah, I'm a very simple person. Like I like my Indian food. You make anything Indian for me. Dal, chapati, rice, sabzi or vegetables. You make like you make meat, biryanis. South Indian food is nice. Really good South Indian food is curd rice, lemon rice, dostas. Uh, Again, I don't know. I've heard so many pronunciations of dosas, so I don't know how exactly it's pronounced. But I've heard people say dosha. I've heard people say dosa. I've heard people say dosa. Some people say dose. I don't know, but whatever. I like idlis, vadas. I've not tried Gujarati food though. I really want to. I've heard a lot about it. Like, Gujarati food is really nice. I want to try a good. I've never tried a Sindhi curry. I want to try. Sindhi curry. I love Punjabi food. Curry reminds me of our Punjabi curry. Oh my god. I really want to go to India this year, by like around Diwali time. It's been some time that I celebrated Diwali with my family. It's been about 4 years, I think, that I celebrated with them. So this year, I want to go back and hopefully celebrate Diwali with them. But yeah, dude, like all I can think of so every time I tell my mom no that I'm coming home or something, like ab to now I can't like now I don't tell her as often that I'm coming home or something. But I remember like when I was in college or like when I was working in India, and I would tell her that I'm coming back and all of that. So initially, like it was always like a planned itinerary, like what do you want to have? Okay, she'll make my, of course, she'll make all of the things that I love, and that would include a lot of things, like from kadhi to and all of. Now she asks me, what do you want? I'll say things like I want Loki. Loki for reference is a bottle guard. Um, for the audience that doesn't know what's Loki. I'll ask her to make bitter gourd, Karela. I'll ask her to make um, like I like a good Bengan bharta, which is basically, how do I explain Bengan bharta in English? Mashed eggplant, savory mashed eggplant. I don't know. I think I just ruined the emotion of it. I think Bangan ka bharta is an emotion. But yeah, like I think my Indian audience understands what I'm talking about. So I like a good Bangan ka bharta. I don't know how to explain it in English. I really don't. So yeah, I like that. I like Toroi. What? I don't know what Toroi is called in English. I really don't know. And I also know that Toroi is called differently in different states. So I don't know, but I love Toroi. So yeah, I love my vegetables. Mind you, like I love vegetables. And I think India is so big on like our diets are so rich in vegetables. Yeah, here it's, I don't know, I don't get as many, and even if I get, I just don't like the taste of it because a like I live alone, so I don't want to be buying like a whole Karela basket and then it going like that, and then just making for one person. Sometimes it's tough. So here my diet mostly consists of a lot of chicken on a daily basis or like eggs or something. I do cook Indian, so I have like dals in my menu. Oh, speaking of my diet, I don't know if you guys remember, but I spoke of meal prep and how I recently discovered that and all of that. So I have been sticking to meal prep. I think it's been a month that I've been doing it, and it has changed my life. Well, close to changing my life. I would say that, because it saves me so much time, dude. Like I spend like good 3 to 4 and a half hours on my days off. Like one of the days off that I have, I spend that time to prepare everything. So I don't know how meal prep works for different people. I've seen on the internet like some people like to marinate a lot of things and then keep, or like make it half done and keep, or I mean do the food half done, or you get the gist. But like I see that some people would like chop and keep things. For me, how I do it is I cook it, like I cook it, store it in containers, and it's pretty much there. So this is something I really look forward to by the end of every week. And my weeks don't really end on a Saturday and Sunday necessarily. My weeks depend completely on my work schedule, which is not a fixed Monday to Friday 9 to 5. So depending on my days off, that's how my weeks run. I really, so when I'm nearing my week off, like a day or two before, I really look forward to planning my menu for the week. Like I have my lunch and dinner for every day sorted. And then on my day off, I if I would go and see what grow, and then according to that I would prepare a grocery list if I need anything. Most of the times I do have everything at home, so I like to first finish all of those things and then move on to buying new things. So I like doing my research, and like I've mentioned, I have a very chatpati zaban. I had to say it for the emotion of it, but chatpati zaban, meaning I have a very tasteful tongue. That's the closest I can come. But uh, again, my Indian audience has understood what I'm trying to say. I am not the person who can eat the same thing every day. Sorry. I just cannot. I need new things every day. You see this? You see this? But I need new things every day. I need like yeah, I need that in my food every day. So I really look forward to making this menu and then yeah, chalking out my grocery list and then going like running my grocery errands and like collecting my ingredients and then just making my like doing my meal prep. I also bought, oh, also speaking of meal prep, I again I don't know the depth behind the science of how bad plastic is for you, but I know that in general, like, it's not really good. And for me, from the surface level of it, the problem is that I feel that the plastic kind of starts altering the taste. Sorry, 1 minute. I'm keeping my woolens. Yeah, so for me, the thing is that I feel from the surface level of it, like plastic kind of starts altering the taste of my food. I don't know if it's in my mind or if it actually does, but yeah, so I have gotten rid of all the plastic containers, like all the plastic containers from my shelves. I bought these, and I realized that, glass is as inexpensive here. Like it's not like I have to spend millions of dollars or hundreds of dollars to buy like good um glass meal prep containers. I think the culture of meal prep is very prevalent in here, so that's again something that kind of like makes it inexpensive, I think. um but yeah, like I bought a bunch of or like multiple different sizes containers, and now I use them to meal prep. So I'm so excited. Like this week I have like this week on my menu I have rajma, chole. I also, and I always have paneer in my menu. Like 2 days is 2 different days, but like 2 meals during my week are paneer. Like I love paneer. I can't do without paneer. Yeah, so I am like a big paneer person. I need paneer in my menus. So yeah, like this week, like I said, I'm really excited. I have good things on my menu, so I yeah, I get excited. I think tell me, like, what do you all also do you all look at me? Do you also like meal prep? Let me know what y'all meal prep, like what items do you all do. Some I so For me, like I said, I have a very chatpati zaban, or like a very tasteful tongue. I like to I've seen like people can eat salads for their meals. Now I don't know if I am someone who can uh, eat just pure salads for their meal. Like the closest I've come to it is so I make this chicken tikka salad, which is basically I just marinate my chicken into the tikka marination, and then I kind of and then the day I want to eat it, I mix like any vegetables of my choice, like onions, tomatoes. I like to add cucumbers, carrots, and sweet corn to it. And then I just add some lemon juice, chaat masala to it, shake it well, and eat it. That's also really nice. Like it tastes really good. So, yeah, that is something I eat. Uh, I've been I've been big on my water intake also, trying to correct it. Working for the past month. I mean, I try every time. I buy a sipper, I buy a bottle, and all of that. Get only so far. But so far this year, like in this month, I've been good with my water intake. Like, I've been drinking good amounts of water, like at least 3 liters a day. Um, so that's nice. I have. Does this need water? No. Um, so yeah, those are some like nice activities that I've been trying to do. It's been really cold in Miami, like lately. Like the temperatures dropped to, I don't know the Fahrenheit thing, so don't ask me. But the temperature dropped to like 2 and 3 degrees Celsius also, like until yesterday, and it's been, I love the cold, so I don't mind at all. Like, I will layer up. I love this. So this is a luxury for people in Miami, and I really am enjoying every bit of it, although everyone is has been complaining like it's been like that. It's been I'm very happy. Yeah. So yeah, uh, I don't know how long this luxury will last me, but me is happy. um what else? uh it's actually been like very like it's been freezing, like it's outside. It's like the thing that makes it worse is like it's kind of like very very windy, so it kind of like just makes it worse. And I understand why Floridians or why Miami people would just complain, because A, they're not used to this cold, and B, it's just very windy. So yeah, but dude, I get to experience what the North people experience every year. I can't complain. uh, uh, oh, I also learned recently that so there's iguanas here. They're like reptiles only. I didn't know what they were until I came to Miami. Initially, when I saw like for the first time when I saw that iguana, I almost thought that it's a chameleon, however you say it. I'll grow old. I will grow 80, and I will still not know how to pronounce this species, not species, but this animal's or reptile's name. But however we say chameleon. So the first time I saw it, I thought it's a chameleon or chameleon, whatever it is. But then later on, I learned no, these are iguanas, and they're like like a lizard. Um, they look like big ass lizards. And I learned that basically what happens is that when the temperature drops to a certain level, like I think below 7 or 5 degrees Celsius, something like that. I don't know the exact temperature, so don't quote me. But yeah, like I learned that these iguanas, they freeze. Bro, that's science amazes you. Like, growing up, the thing is that I feel that education, like science, is such a beautiful subject altogether. Like, if you study science, there's so much that you could learn. Like, it's so wonderful now that I learn things, and I kind of like sometimes wonder why I never pursued science. But the problem is that the idea of education back then, or I don't know, even today, it's just not brought to us in the right way. Like, they kind of like don't, I mean, if you like I think the Indian education system needs to change. I again even I don't say that the US is very great at it. I don't know. I just think that education system in general needs to change. Like you need to teach kids things that actually matter and things that actually would capture people's interests, like because I feel that there is so much out there that I learned today and I'm like, this is crazy. I wish I knew that science is this interesting and I would have pursued it. But back then I did not want to pursue science, and one of the major reasons I did not want to pursue science is because every person who took up science would want to become a doctor or an engineer. And again, I'm nothing against it. I love engineers, uh, but like I have a thing for engineers, I feel. But males. um but yeah, anyway. But like everybody wanted to become an engineer or something like that, and it was like it was so annoying. Like why it felt so limited at that point of time. But again, like nobody explained how, like what un- like what stretches, to what stretches science could take you. Or even for the, I took up commerce, okay. I took up, I studied commerce without mathematics. I took up psychology, and I did not like psychology. Like, I did not like studying psychology. The teacher was really nice and everything, but I feel I am somebody who likes learning things when you, with experiences. Like, you teach me, give me real life examples, show me, you know. I love learning. Don't get me wrong. I love learning, like, but I think my most of my learning, I just don't go. I like learning in real life, not like I don't like learning just because I have to learn. Like, I'm not somebody like that. Um, the bookish learning and all of that, it's fine. It's interesting, but talk to me. Conversational learning, learning about experiences, learning through experiences, like actually seeing it for myself, experiencing it. That's the kind of learning I enjoy the most, I learn from the most. And yeah, and I think that education, and I think that a lot of people are like that. Like, books are important, mind you, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying books are not important. Books are very important. You do need books out there. But the hands-on learning that you impart to someone, I'm telling you, that's going to change a lot of people out there. Like, when people learn for themselves, it's unparalleled. Like, because it's it's kind of like first hand learning. You're seeing it for yourself, you're doing things for yourself, and when you do things for yourself, you tend to retain them better, I think. um at least I do. I can't say for everyone, but yeah, like that. And it kind of also instills a sense of confidence in me. Like, every time I do something by myself, it kind of like makes, even if, and if I succeed, of course it's going to give me a lot of confidence, and I can always reflect on it in the future and be like, yeah, I did this and it kind of worked out, yada yada yada. So yeah, education system needs to be given a lot of thought in today's times, changing times, especially with the new generations that are coming in. Like, there's been a lot of noise about AI and this and that. And listen, believe it or not, you can hate it as much as you want. Everybody is going to use it. It is the reality. It is here to stay. It is the present and probably the future. I understand, you don't want people to use AI and all of that, but People will use AI. Come on. The more you tell them not to use AI, they will. It's but the idea is how you're using it. Like, are you using it to make your life simple? Like, I know everybody keeps complaining that it's kind of replacing people, this, that. But if you ask your students to not use AI, they will probably use it even more. They will. You can only control them so much. If you ask them to write papers based from using AI, I mean, the other day I was going on the, like, I was reading on the internet, and now there's like some sort of technology closer, looks from the looks of it, looks like it was an AI technology that makes AI paperwork seem, that kind of how do I put it, like it's some kind of technology that rephrases AI like AI, how people write with AI. It rephrases the AI work to sound like it was written like by a human, and I was like, wow. So believe it or not, everyone is going to be using AI. The more, so it's going to stay. It idea question is, how are you going to change the narrative? Like, how are you going to, you can't control it. Because if you think that you're going to, you're going to change your penalizing people, like for not giving them good grades, or not just rejecting their paperwork and all of that, just because they used AI, is going to change things. No, I don't think it's going to change a lot of things. The thing is that educators need to think of in these times like these. I feel that, and I know it's easier said than done. I'm not an educator. I don't even know the kind of stress they would go through and everything. But I feel that today imparting education is so tough, because everything is available on the internet, everything is available on AI. Everything is available at your disposal with this AI thing. So how do you make yourself relevant? How do you kind of like make make the education that you're imparting necessary? So, like, come up with ideas that would involve people rather than writing papers and all of that. Yes, that is an important part of education, but what we learn with experiences will take us a longer way rather than writing papers. Scholarly articles, reading articles, peer reviews are very, very important. I am not denying that. Having said that, again, I reiterate, activities that involve using of brain and experiences that involve real world experiences, and like more of activities that would involve like group activities where you're talking to each other, because in today's times we've stopped talking to each other. We have our phones all the time. Like, you go anywhere, if you put 5 people in a room, they're probably scrolling through YouTube shorts, or Instagram reels, or reading something, or just everybody's on the phone. Very rarely do you see people talk, and even if they talk, it's very brief talks. I've hardly seen people talking now. So let's inculcate the habit of talking, and like just not being on the phone. Because if you put people in groups and ask them to come up with presentations or papers, and you think they're not going to use AI, who are you kidding? They will use AI. You can only stop them so much, you can't control them. So yeah, I didn't think we'll talk so much. I actually did not have any content with me. Like I said, I didn't have much on my mind, so I didn't know that I'd talk so much. But my laundry is done. It's quite not very late, but I'm tired. I had a good productive day today. I got a lot of tasks knocked off my list. So, yeah, I will see you next time. Until then, wait for me for my another laundry session, okay? I have something exciting in my mind. I hope I can make it happen. But until then, bye bye.